Hello, everyone. I love your early comments. Getting earlier and earlier, Nancy. Anyway, welcome to night 12 of the 12 days of mystery stamping. We did it. I was a little worried for a while today, but I pulled it off. Um, yeah, so welcome. My name's Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana. Quite the glare from up above. Must be my light. Oh, lights, I tell you. Can't live with them, and you can't get them quite right. So tonight is our finale. I don't know if this project is finale worthy, but it's good. It's an awesome project. I've been thinking about doing these. I was going to do them earlier than this, but that was when life decided to throw curves at me. I've had a few curves, cat scratches, and I'll tell you about my curve today. But Kate and Jay and Anna and Cheryl and Nancy, welcome. And everyone else who joins, welcome. Let's go ahead and talk about a couple things. I don't know that I have too many new promotions, but yeah, got a few things happening. So, can't believe we did it. 12 nights. Woohoo! Yeah, our 12-day. I guess it turned out to be all nights, and I didn't really have to schedule. I had to change days, but I didn't have to change times, which really helped. So let me get my other camera going. And, ooh, it's kind of wonky today. Wonky's a good word. So, nothing new today. Usually Stampin' Up! Makes their announcements on Tuesday. So there wasn't anything really new today. You have till January 10th to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin for the lovely lavender kit. And they have a die set that I forgot to order yesterday when I ordered that coordinates with the next 3 months. The clearance rack has been refreshed, and there are some good products still left. And most of the things from this catalog are on last chance status, meaning they are leaving and not coming back. And leaving and they're not coming back. And both the clearance rack and the last chance products are available while supplies last. So if there's something that you want, get it sooner than later. The online exclusives, there were some new ones of those added in November, and there's some good ones. I just ordered the soda pop cans yesterday. We have a new Painted Wishes kit. If you want to see this kit in action, Sarah, our CEO, does Tuesday videos, and today she shared that kit. So, my binder does not want to go in its little pocket. All right. Tonight, I will be using products from this catalog, the catalog I just shared with you, and the a-bration brochure, and the new catalog. So if you don't already have a demonstrator and you'd like some catalogs, let me know. I would be happy to get some headed your way. All right, mystery stamping. And it's not really a card, it's a project, but I just kept the same theme going. So to get us started, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one because I ran out of time to cut my last one. And I thought, you know what? That's okay. These are going to go really fast tonight. So I need cardstock at 10 inches by 4 1/4. So I'm going with 4 1/4. And this is Cherry Cobbler. And I'm going with 10. So I'm going to chop one off from the end to have a 4 1/4 by 10. And that is all the cardstock we're using tonight. So I do need to clean off. I'm hoping to revamp my craft room. while I am on a little bit of a break. So that's my job, hopefully. All right, so we're going to score it at, let me tuck this under here so I can do it all. We're going to score it at 4 inches. And then maybe next time I see you, I'll have a new score blade because this one is not liking it. It's just kind of worn out. 7.5. Excuse me, 4, 6, 7.5, and 9.5. All right, so that's it for the cardstock. That's all we need. So then we have some designer series paper, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 4 1/8. And this is my Christmas one. This is from the Joy of Christmas. I'm not sure the Joy of Christmas is still available. Hi, Jody. How are you? All right, so I went 4 1/8, and now I'm going to chop. I didn't do 4 1/8. So 4 1/8 was where I was supposed to chop. I don't know what I did chop, but that's 4 1/8. So then I need a chunk that's 2.5. It'll all work out. Hi, Ramona. Yes, hopefully everyone has a blessed new year. All right, and then 1 3/8. So there's 1 3/8 is right there. All right, I just had a smidgen. Somehow that does not look level. Look even. 1 3/8. Oh, I'm going to fix it now before I get it in there. Actually, I'm going to come from the bottom. Huh. I must have wiggled or breathed or something. All right, and that's all you need. Plus some other stuff. Hi, Julie. But that is all the cardstock and everything else. So we're going to fold these all into each other. So we're going to fold them all the same direction and crease it. Am I down low enough tonight? Good. Last night I was like working way out with my arms way out. That was silly because I just had to move the phone. So there we have it. So that's where we're starting, is with this piece. Now, you also needed some scraps, dies, whatever you wanted to use for that, but you needed a 1 3/4 punch tool or die. So I know the circle dies, you could use those, but the 1 3/4 punch is available. Mine's kind of worn. And what we're going to do is on the piece that is closest to this piece, the little piece, we're going to take a ruler. You can also eyeball this if you're very good at eyeballing. Some days I'm better at eyeballing than others. So, and just kind of put it in about the half. And you're just going to take a pencil and you're going to mark 1/4 of an inch in on each side. Just so you kind of have an idea where you're headed. You're going to take your punch or your die. If you had your circle die, you'd have to run it through the die cut machine, but I have a punch. And we're going to punch this. And I want to do it kind of where that pencil mark is, but I want to make sure that I'm not too high and not too low. I'm kind of right in the middle and about 1/4 from the edge. Same thing over here. My pencil mark is right there. So I'm going to try to get it not too low, not too high. There you go. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. It's paper crafting, right? So you can see mine. This one seems to be a little higher to that. But it will be totally fine. All right, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. And we are going to, now that we have that, the large piece of designer series paper, and they don't have to be the same. I have one example where they're not the same. This one I chose to just make it the same. This is pretty paper. I should have used the music paper, but I did not. So we are going to add glue back there. Lots of red. Lots and lots of red. So chances are good. But this one I might do a little differently. I'll show you. I'll tell you in a minute what I'm doing. So then this part right here is where this piece is going to go. Yes. Ramona, oops, meant Christmas. Yes, hopefully everyone will have a wonderful Christmas. And hopefully everyone gets to be with the people they want to be with. And all right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put adhesive on that skinny strip. You can use tear and tape. I am grabbing the Stampin' Seal Plus. Either one works. Or you can use the dreaded runny glue. Marion knows what we're making. Marion is one of my teammates. And she and I worked this up when she wanted to make it one day. And actually, Marion, I revamped it. So you know what we're making, but these dimensions are different than what we did. So fold this guy flat and tuck that under like that. So hold your DSP, fold that piece under, and smush. All right. So then, who else knows what we're making? All right. I did not get glue in that little corner. I'm going to stick a little glue in that corner because that's going to bug me. And now I'll have to use the glue eraser. It's either feast or famine. Either there's no glue or there's a whole bunch of glue. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get out the stamp set that I planned on using. I have the dies. Where is my stamp set? There it is. All right. I want to use the gingerbread man one last time. And I'm also going to need this one in a minute. So I need a chunk of paper. I would just do them on brown, but I want the lines to be white. So I'm going to do them on white and then I'll color in the rest in a minute. Don't need that big. Oh, I don't need that large. Some of my stamp sets, my blocks are already being used. You sure don't know, Ramona? Okay. Well, I'm glad it'll be a surprise for someone. Let's see here. I'm going to use pecan pie. And I want to use real red. And then I need my black. So I do not plan at this time to do any more classes until probably January 2nd. I might do some Zooms where we just get together and craft because I've got some swaps to make, but I'm not going to do anything official. I need to take some time off and clean my room and just be with my family. So that is the plan. But like I said, I might have a couple craft alongs if you're interested. Let me know and I can send you the link when I choose to do it. I don't have anything scheduled right now, but January 2nd is where when I'll do my next mystery stamping. And I will also talking and working is not going well for me right this second. I lost my stamp set already. All right. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to use what we have. I'm not going to use the red. That's what I get for talking. January 4th, we can start ordering from that new catalog that has so much fun in it. And we are going to, if you would like to join my team, I would love to have you join our team. Like I said, this was one that Marion and I kind of worked up together. Hers is a little different than mine. But she's one of my teammates, and I would love to have you be a teammate as well. So, instead of using the stamp, I'm just going to color in my hearts with some marker. There you go. So on the 2nd, I will have a mystery stamping. And on the 4th, we can order from the new catalog. And you can earn celebration rewards if you're not a stamp demonstrator. And you can join my team and get extra perks like this glass mat. It's free when you join. You have to pay your $99, but then you get $125 worth of product, and you get the glass mat with all the bells and whistles that come with it. And it will be fun. And I will do a free class on January 4th. So January 2nd, I'll be live again, and January 4th, I'll be live again. And I'm going to do some new stuff this coming year. So I need dies. So yeah, I have no idea where that stamp set went. None. I have piles everywhere. I'm tired of living with piles. So I'm going to run this through the die cut machine. Actually, I'm going to use this one. I just had a thought. I need some paper from over this way, I think. Oh, maybe some paper from this way. Don't need rose gold. You know what? We're going to use a piece of this. Well, maybe I don't need the holographic. Is there a different color of the holographic? Purple? Or purple? I guess we're going to use holographic. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, that'll add some oomph to my card, right? I am just going to whack a chunk of this holographic off so I can cut it with the die cut. All right, that doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, I need to die cut. It's time to me, so I am going to turn around from you for just a minute. And I have that. And then I need to die cut this. That felt like thick white. I just grabbed a chunk. Whatever was available is what I grabbed. I have one sample done, and the next one I have everything cut out for. So I like to do one all the way through, and then the others, you don't need to see me cut the cardstock again and do all that stuff again. So there's that. I better put my dies away. And that set does, that is the sending cheer set, and it does have, it is for tags. Thought about doing a tag class, but I didn't. I'm doing, this is a little gift that you can give to people that you associate with when you want to do a little something nice for them, but it doesn't have to be a big nice, just a little something nice. It's the equivalent of buying them a cup of coffee or a cup of cocoa, right? Maybe. So this is my little gingerbread guy, and this is his sheet pan. I know. I do not have cocoa for this one, but that's what I would probably use if I were giving it away. All right, I am not going to do that again. I will use, it's too lumpy. There. And it's okay if it doesn't sit exactly. And then I have a tag here. Oh, remind me to tell you the people who won last time. Oh, I thought that was going to work. That might be too big. We're going to use it anyway. Okay, day 10, the winner was Carol Alanis, and day 11 was Elena King. So please make sure I have your addresses. Elena, I have your address. I don't have your address, Carol. So please make sure I have your address. I will be mailing those out. I'm thinking tomorrow. But today, today's been off. I haven't told you why it's been off, but anyhow. I'm using Warm Wishes from the Very Cute bundle, or the Very Cute stamp set. And I'm just going to go to the bottom. It'll still work. I thought it was the next size down that I had die cut, but it wasn't. All right, I need a stamp. I need, because it's a warm cookie, right? It's a warm cookie. So I'm going to put it toward the bottom. Because I'm going to cut it off. Warm wishes. And you can put something down here if you want, but I'm going to do it on one, but I didn't do it on the other. All right. Then I'm just going to fold this over and just cut it. There. Like I said, I think I would use cocoa in this, but I don't have cocoa at my house. We have Folgers or another kind. And then you can buy a cup of coffee for your people, 2 of their favorite flavors or something. So warm wishes. It's hard to display that. So yes, my people are Folgers lovers. What embellishments could we put to make it look yummier? I could use some of those brown snowflakes. So this is kind of a Christmas one, but you know, it could be just warm. I don't know. Snowflakes? Nah, snowflakes aren't warm. I'm going to use some of these because you may as well use them. Nobody can get them and they're gone. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, these disappeared very fast. These did. These are not available anymore. But since this is mystery stamping, it's okay if I use some products that are, because you're supposed to be crafting along and you can use whatever products you have. Right? So the holographic is funny. So there we go. Warm wishes. So the next one I'm going to use a set that I was going to use and I got waylaid and I don't know. I just felt bad because I really wanted to use it and it kind of works for this. I'm kind of making up a reason why I want to use it, but we're going with it. We're going to run with it. So, that being said, we are going to use the paper I'm using it's actually Christmas paper, but it goes with some celebration stuff. So if you have Christmas paper that looks like this, you can use it with jungle animals. Wink, wink. So this is the Joy of Christmas. I don't know if that's available or not, but you know, leafy paper. And this is Old Olive. And I already have it scored. So if you are just joining us, be sure to say hi, but the directions and the measurements are posted with the video and are earlier. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in knowing when I go live and what projects I'm up to next. I have an event in February and I'm going to be doing some new stuff in January. If everything goes as planned, ha ha ha. So I just scored those and then I'm going to put this here and just kind of mark 1/4 of an inch because when I eyeball, sometimes my eyeballing it goes better than others. So just mark it in 1/4 of an inch with a pencil on both sides. So get your punch or get your dies ready. So that's all the way up. That's down. Let's get kind of in the middle. Punch. Same thing. Down. That's all the way up. There we go. Not too bad. And if they're not perfect, they're not perfect, right? Okay. So I'm done with this. I can tuck it up out of my road. So this piece goes on here. Remember? And I have things ready, but I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go together. Remember, that's why my business is called Crafting With Me, is because you're crafting with me. And some days my ideas work and sometimes they don't. All right. And then this piece goes here. So scribble all over the runny glue. So there we have it. I had a ridge. I get ridges from my paper cutter. I think I have a heavy hand. And we're going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus or tear and tape there. Fold this back. And then hold your designer series paper and just let this close. Okay. So, ta-da! Next, I need Jungle Pals. This is a celebration set that you can get for free with a $50 order. And I'm going to use the alligator. I don't know if for sure if it's an alligator or a crocodile, but for this particular project, it's an alligator. Okay. So if you find out different, it was kind of like the cows and the steers the other night when I had a cow with, or a bovine with no udder, and I said, milk it for all it's worth. There's no milk. There's no udders. He's kind of cute. I might be in love with him. I almost didn't get them. They're never as cute in the box as they are. So then I also got, and you get this free with a $100 order, this free with a $50 order. So yes, you can add up how much I've spent already. It's not hard to add up all the good stuff I already have. But we got to start earning. Those of us that went to on stage got to start ordering in November. So I've done a little bit here and a little bit there. And all of our other little orders go to celebration items also. So I'm going to cut this out. And let me get it just where I want it. I'm going to use a little piece of post-it note tape. And there's my gator. All right, at this point, I don't know where I want him. I don't know if I want him down here, because what I did is I cut out letters. And I don't know what I wanted to say. Ooh, that's not going to be very easy to see, is it? I was thinking it was going to be easy to see. But the L is not easy to see. It's like a jungle. Okay. So we go to plan B. And we get another piece of adhesive sheet out. What do you think? Do you think white would work on there? I think white would work. Okay. So adhesive sheet. See, I had everything ready to go, and now you have to wait for me again. Now, I guess you can always leave and come back another time, right? But don't leave. You gotta stay to see number 3. You're gonna like number 3. I had to reuse a stamp set. Kind of the same idea. Yeah. But I had to. I just had to. All right, this is going to be 5 1/4. So with these alphabets, this is a new alphabet stamp, not stamp, die. It's in the new catalog. It will be available to you. If you are not a demonstrator, it'll be available to you on January 4th. So I am going to, I always make it a little bit smaller, the adhesive sheet, a little bit smaller. I'm going by the shadow, a little bit smaller than the paper. Just so I don't have to deal with adhesive hanging over the edges. Oh, that moved. There. So these are scraps I'll save for another day. And put this down. I try to put the first one down first. First one. The adhesive sheet is broken into 3 panels depending on how you cut it. So I just peeled the first panel off. Now I'll go in and peel off the second panel. And then I'll go peel off the third panel. And then it's done. So then I'm going to take the die. And I love this idea. I have other alphabet stamps that you have to cut out each letter, but that has its pros and cons, and so does this. This is just all the letters all together. So I've got a little box, a little stamp case that I'm just throwing them all in right now. I have another plan too, but so far this is what I got going. So I'm going to run this through the machine. Got to move the alligator frame because that's where that is still. My desk looks like a disaster when I'm done, you guys. How many, is there any of you that are neat crafters? Are you neat crafters or messy crafters? And I'm cranking it through a couple times just because last time some of the middle, I think I have some spots that are getting worn out on my machine. So I want, then you just poke them all out of your, I don't need any of those. I'm going to need that one. I'm going to open these up. You know what else we could do? We could be fancy and do double letters. Oh. Yeah, it might be easier just to get an alphabet box and put the A's and the A's and the B's and B's. So what I mean by stacking them is we could do like a shadow letter. Messy crafter? Yeah, I'm a messy crafter too. So we could always stack them if we wanted a different look. But tonight we're just going with white. So, and I need an A. G. Later Gator. And there are duplicates, like there's 2 S's, 2 R's. It's kind of fun. All right. So I have Later Gator. And so I'm going to put this aside because I also made I made a vine. And I made some turf and vines, and I don't know what I'm using. I just ran it all through. We have a leaf punch that we could use also, but I made them all the same color as the alligator, so it might not be all that great. So we're going to use the vine because it works. It adds a little texture. Then you just peel it off when you want your sticky. And we're just going to have it come across. Now, how much space is Later Gator going to take? And this would be like a goodbye or something. I shouldn't have put that on yet. I needed up higher. There. And you need to leave a little bit of space down here because your K-cups will come up that high. All right, later. Boy, my husband sure likes it warm down here. I'm in his world. Then we'll do Gator. How's that? It doesn't have to be pretty. It can just be kind of messy because it's an alligator. And we can put the alligator down here. So we're going to do that. So all I have to do is peel off the backs of all these now. If you have the pokey tool or take your pick tool. I'm writing this sweater right now. I like it because I can run through the letters all at the same time. And I have duplicates. So if I need 2 T's, I only have to run it through once because there's 2 T's in the dies. I could have put see you later, alligator, but that's a lot. But I thought Later Gator worked. You're awful quiet out there. It says I have people still watching. Kind of went on the leaf. All right. Thought I could do it with my nail, but I couldn't. I like this font too. It's a cute font. I'm into cute. That's why you have a gingerbread, you have an alligator. So I will post tomorrow's winner on my Facebook page. I usually give it not quite 24 hours before I search through and find a winner. For those who comment, like, share, order, that kind of thing. And I will get prizes out ASAP. I could probably use a little oomph on this. I could always trace around the edges of the letters, but that sounds like work tonight. Now that's got adhesive on it, so I'm going to put it in the trash. Could have done black, but just a simple one. Wait till you see the last one. Thanks, Roxanne. And thank you, you shared. Oh, Nancy shared too. You shared. Oh, and the project still here working on Christmas presents. Thank you. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks for joining me for the 12 days of Christmas. Or no, not Christmas. 12 days of mystery stamping. They weren't all about Christmas, that's for sure. All right. Later, Gator. And we're going to put the alligator on there, and then this one will be done. I don't know if I'll put any. I don't know that I will put any bling on it. This one was just, besides the letters, which I love, this one was pretty quick and easy. So I probably need to make some in other colors. I just I had some extra room on the paper when I was making the green letters that didn't turn out. And I just ran them all through with whatever dyes would fit. I used one. That's good. So this one, I actually have some green, like I said, on. So there he is, Later Gator, with some green coffee pods. This one I would probably do with some hot cocoa pods if I were doing it for a kid. So there's that one. That one. Okay. What did I do this past 12 days that had a coffee? I had to use Chuck again because I love Chuck. Chuck has so much personality. So there is Rise and Shine with Chuck the rooster and his big old cup of coffee, and the Folgers even match the colors and the sunshine. This paper is Designer Series paper that is coming up for sale. Yeah, celebration paper. So yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it with Chuck because he had the coffee cup in one of our other picture or one of our other projects. So there they are. There is the night 12, day 12. Thank you. It's just kind of a little thank you could give to your coworkers, or you could give it to your UPS man. You could actually make him a hot one, but anytime you want to just give a little gift. So yeah, Chuck has more attitude than he deserves, but he is so awesome. Oh, you cased my Chuck card, Anna? That's wonderful. That makes my heart happy. I love it when people case my stuff. And for those of you who don't know what case means copy and share everything. Everything I have is for you to use and make your own and share and brighten someone's day. So thank you, Anna. Thank you. Thank you. So make sure I will put a list out on Facebook if you might have missed your name. Make sure I have your address if I don't have it. If you and I aren't in contact normally, then I probably need it. I did get a few of them right off. So, yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season, no matter what holidays you celebrate or how you celebrate. And have a, let's see here. I can do this. And I'll see you in January, if not before. So have a great evening and Merry Christmas. Thanks for crafting with me. Bye-bye.